Ever pondered how medieval societies designed their fortresses and castles to withstand enemy attacks? Well, let's dive into the intricate world of medieval warfare engineering. It was not merely about constructing high walls and deep moats. It was a complex and strategic endeavor, a true art form. The architects of the medieval era were not just builders, but master strategists, their blueprints often the difference between survival and annihilation. The design of a castle or fortress was a testament to the ingenuity of these engineers, a clever blend of function and form. They had to consider not only the immediate defensive capabilities of their structures, but also the sustainability of their inhabitants during prolonged sieges. Every stone placed, every rampart erected, was a calculated move in the grand chessboard of warfare. In the annals of history, the art of medieval warfare engineering was a key factor that determined victory or defeat. The dawn of the medieval era saw the birth of a new approach to warfare engineering. In an age when the sword and shield reigned supreme, the landscape of battle was rapidly changing, and with it, the techniques used to fortify and defend. In the early stages of medieval warfare engineering, the focus was on constructing robust yet simple structures. The humble wooden palisade was one such design. These tall, sturdy fences, often reinforced with earth, served as the first line of defense against invaders. Palisades were constructed rapidly, using locally available materials. They were typically built around settlements or encampments, providing a physical barrier and a psychological deterrent to potential attackers. At the heart of these early fortifications was the Motte and Bailey Castle. Consisting of a raised earthwork or motte, topped with a wooden or stone keep, and a surrounding enclosure or bailey, these castles were a common sight in the medieval landscape. The Motte and Bailey design capitalized on the natural topography, employing the advantages of high ground for visibility and defense. The role of natural landscapes in these early designs cannot be overstated. Hills, rivers and forests served not only as natural barriers, but also as resources for construction and sustenance. A castle built on a hill, for instance, offered a strategic vantage point, while a river could provide a natural moat. Forests supplied timber for construction and fuel, and also served as cover for troops. But these early fortifications were not without their flaws. Wood was susceptible to fire and rot, and earthworks could be eroded by rain. Yet, these challenges only spurred innovation. Engineers of the time began experimenting with stone and other materials, seeking ways to improve the durability and strength of their structures. These early advancements in warfare engineering set the stage for more complex and fortified structures in the centuries to come. The wooden palisades and Motte and Bailey castles of yore laid the groundwork for the towering stone fortresses that would define the medieval landscape, shaping the course of history in the process. As we venture further into the medieval era, we witness the advent of stone in warfare engineering. This period, often referred to as the Stone Age of warfare engineering, saw a monumental shift from the use of wood to stone in the construction of fortifications. This transition was far from arbitrary. Stone offered several vital advantages over its wooden predecessor. Primarily, stone was remarkably resistant to fire. Unlike wooden structures, which were susceptible to burning during sieges, stone castles stood defiant in the face of flaming projectiles. This fire resistance significantly enhanced the defensive capabilities of these fortifications, making them formidable obstacles for any invading force. In addition to improved fire resistance, stone also boasted superior strength and durability. These robust structures could withstand the relentless battering of siege engines far better than their wooden counterparts. The strength of stone allowed for the construction of taller, thicker walls and towers, providing a commanding view of the surrounding area and a substantial advantage in a siege. The shift to stone also saw the introduction of innovative architectural features in castle design. Towers, a common feature in stone castles, served as excellent vantage points, allowing defenders to rain down arrows, stones and other projectiles onto attacking forces. Yet another crucial addition was the curtain wall. These high, strong walls surrounded the entire castle, acting as the first line of defense against invaders. They were often punctuated with towers and gatehouses, further enhancing the castle's defensive capabilities. The transition to stone wasn't just about survival, it was a statement. It reflected the power and prestige of the lord who owned the castle. A stone castle was a testament to its owner's wealth and influence, an intimidating display of strength that deterred potential adversaries. The utilization of stone marked a significant turning point in medieval warfare engineering, ushering in an era of impenetrable fortresses. This era saw the birth of some of the most iconic castles in history, their stone walls and towers standing as enduring symbols of the power and ingenuity of medieval warfare engineering. The medieval period was a time of great innovation in castle and keep design. The architecture of the time was not merely about grandeur and majesty, it was also about survival and strategy. Let's delve into this fascinating era of development. One of the most significant advancements was the introduction of concentric castles, a design that featured multiple layers of defense. These castles weren't just walls within walls, they were labyrinthine fortresses designed to confuse, delay, and ultimately defeat invaders. The outer wall, lower than the inner one, allowed defenders to fire arrows or pour boiling oil on attackers from two levels, a strategic advantage that increased the castle's defense capabilities immensely. The design of the keeps, the last stronghold within a castle, also evolved dramatically. Early keeps were typically square, a shape that had a significant flaw, the corners. Attackers could undermine the corners, causing the whole structure to collapse. But medieval engineers cleverly circumvented this issue by introducing polygonal or round keeps. Without corners to target, attackers found it much harder to bring these keeps down. Moreover, these polygonal or round keeps offered another strategic advantage, an enhanced field of view. Defenders atop a round keep could see in all directions, making it harder for attackers to approach undetected. This design not only improved the keep's defensive capabilities, but also acted as a powerful deterrent to potential invaders. But the advancements didn't stop there. Medieval engineers also made innovations in gatehouses, moats and drawbridges, further enhancing the defensive capabilities of their castles. Every element of the design, from the highest turret to the deepest dungeon, was carefully considered and meticulously constructed. It was a symphony of stone and strategy, a testament to the ingenuity of our ancestors. The mastery of castle and keep design reflected the constant evolution of warfare engineering during the medieval period. It showcases how our forefathers turned architecture into an art of warfare, creating fortresses that stood not only as homes for nobility, but also as formidable barriers against the tumult of the times. The legacy of medieval warfare engineering continues to influence modern architectural and military strategies. This enduring impact is a testament to the genius of the medieval engineers, who, without the benefits of modern technology, developed profound and effective techniques that have stood the test of time. In the realm of architecture, one can see the lasting impressions of medieval warfare engineering. Castles, for instance, were not just grand structures designed to house royalty. They were also strategic fortifications, built with the principles of defense in mind. Today we see these principles echoed in modern architectural designs. High-rise buildings, for example, may not face the threat of invading armies, but they incorporate features like controlled access points and security systems, reminiscent of the gatehouses and portcullises of medieval times. Medieval fortifications were also designed with self-sustainability in mind. In times of siege, they had to provide shelter, food and water for the inhabitants. Today we see the concept of self-sustainability becoming increasingly popular in architecture, with buildings designed to be energy efficient and environmentally friendly. In the military sphere, the legacy of medieval warfare engineering is also significant. The principles of defense, such as using natural landscapes to advantage and creating multiple layers of defense, are still employed in modern military strategies. The concept of defense in depth, where a series of defensive lines are set up to slow down and wear out the enemy, is a strategy that was used extensively in medieval warfare and is still in use today. Furthermore, the principles of siege warfare, such as cutting off supply lines and isolating the enemy, are also strategies that modern militaries employ. The idea of psychological warfare, too, has its roots in medieval times. The terrifying sight of a trebuchet launching a massive stone or a castle's walls bristling with archers was enough to demoralize many an invader. Even in our technologically advanced age, we owe a great deal to the innovators of medieval warfare engineering. Their designs and strategies continue to shape our world, reminding us that the past is not as distant as we might think. From wooden palisades to stone castles, the evolution of medieval warfare engineering was a fascinating journey. We've explored the early advancements, from the rudimentary fortifications of the early Middle Ages to the more sophisticated structures of the Stone Age of warfare. These ramparts, battlements and keeps weren't just mere walls and towers. They were strategic masterpieces designed to keep invaders at bay and protect the inhabitants within. The mastery of castle and keep design was a testament to the ingenuity of our ancestors, who leveraged the resources at their disposal to create formidable fortresses. These structures have left an indelible mark on our landscape and our history, bearing witness to the relentless human pursuit of strategic dominance. The legacy of medieval warfare engineering continues to reverberate through the centuries, influencing modern military and architectural practices. The story of medieval warfare engineering is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of strategic dominance.